Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and for today's layout, we are going to be working with some scraps. I did go ahead and get into my scrap box and pulled out several different scraps that I wanted to use. That thing is overflowing onto my floor, so that's probably how the next several of my layouts are going to be. Right here, I am just going to go ahead and mat my photos on one of the scraps. Usually when I mat my photos, I will mat them on white cardstock or the French vanilla cardstock. But in this case, because I'm trying to use up my scraps, I did just go ahead and mat them on some pattern paper, which I don't know why I don't do that more often. It looks pretty good. I like it. So right here I am going to be using this green paper. This is from Close to My Heart. I do believe that is in the mix-in pack from this month. The one I matted my photos with is crepe paper, and if I can remember, I will tell you what the papers are. I don't know the names of any of them. Sorry, my camera got blurry right here. Don't worry, there you go. It'll straighten itself out. I think it's because I took that mat off of my desk. I need to put it back on there. I took it off when I was doing a double page layout. So I need to put it back on there because I think, like, especially if I'm using light colored background, like this paper is French vanilla on the white desk, it confuses the camera a little bit, I think. So the floral paper that I used right there is from Pebbles. So right here I did take out my Close to My Heart ink in saffron, and I'm just kind of smushing it, foaming it onto, with one of those foam daubers, just onto a piece of white cardstock. And then I'm going to use my little diamond press to go ahead and cut out my title using those letter dies, alpha dies. You can see them over on the right hand side of my page. I'm going to cut out Granny's Rue. These are photos of Riley, and I call her Riley Rue, and sometimes I just call her Rue. So there you go. I'm just going to call this Granny's Rue. This is a page I'm going to keep, so I am going to have some journaling on there. Obviously, Marissa doesn't want a page of Riley. This is Granny's Rue, right? So this is going to be all for me. I am going to go ahead and commit to the placement of everything. Now, this long strip came in. This is the same paper that I used to mat my photos in, and this came in because I just pushed it over to the side and it was sitting on the side of there, and I thought, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. It wasn't initially something I was going to do, but it worked out pretty good. I think it looks nice there. I am going to put one on the other side as well, not as long and not the same paper. Right here I am using my T-square ruler trying to get the papers kind of straight. I didn't have enough of that floral pattern paper to stretch all the way across. I did, but the flowers were going in the wrong direction. So because they're not just the flower heads, they're actually on their stems. They are directional. So I did just cut that paper in half so I can use some up at the top and up at the bottom. Right here I did decide to pull in this blue paper. This is a scrap also from Close to My Heart. And I'm going to pull in just a little piece. It's going to go right there on the left hand side. Looks pretty cute. I wanted to, use scraps. So yeah, when I put down that green paper, I put enough adhesive on it that I could not get this floral paper shoved up underneath there far enough, and I didn't want to rip it up, so I just trimmed it down a little bit more. I am using the dots on that paper to go ahead and line up my this flower pattern paper, trying to make it look like it is one continuous piece. So I use those dots to line that up, and then I'll go ahead and stick that blue in. I thought I'd pull some blue in on the other side, but I'm going to change my mind on that and not do it. We're going to go ahead and commit to the placement of these and to the placement of this blue. Now, originally I had put my photos down there and you could still see the green peeking out over onto the left hand side. When I commit to putting my photos down, I'm going to put them all the way up to where you only see the blue sticking out like that. I think it is so cute. Oh, I love these photos. I don't know why. They're not anything special. I just like them. I think they're really cute. So for my title, I first pulled out my Thickers alignment guide. I was going to kind of do them in an angle, maybe make it look like they were hanging off a banner or something. And the font that I used of the dies is really small, or thin, and I just it wasn't going to work. So I went ahead and tried to arrange it in different ways. This is the way it's going to end up going, is sideways, vertically up the paper like that. And it's just, like I said, it's going to say Granny's Rue. Right here, I am just going to use my tweezers because, like I said, they are really thin. And so it was pretty hard to get those moved around. Now, when I put down small titles or tiles like this, see here, it goes blurry again. Sorry about that. When I put down these small titles or small alphas, I will go ahead and just squirt some of the glue onto my hand and dip the alphas onto my hand, and that's how I get glue on them because they're so small, right? If you squeeze the glue onto the alpha, it's going to be a mess. I did find this little tag right here. It says, enjoy each and every moment. It's not a tag. It looks like a clipboard. That came in a pack. I think I got that, dang, maybe last year from Giselle over there at, I think it was at Mercy Tierra's 27-day challenge. She had sent me a little pack with you know, a couple little bits in it, and I think that was from there. And then I went ahead and pulled out my book, my little my spiral notebook. I did find a couple of the gold stars in there. Those I used the stitch die from Close to My Heart to cut out, and they were extras, so I just stuck them in that book. I also ended up finding these flowers, and I pulled those out, and I thought they were really cute. And in fact, when I go away to put down my title, I am going to go search for some more of that paper because I knew I had another scrap of it. So yes, I had to go looking through the scrap box. I knew I had another scrap of it where I did not fussy cut it out yet. So I do find it and end up fussy cutting out two more of those flowers so I could add a few more. Now you can see that yellow poking in down there at the bottom. I used the tag and die set, or the die set, the tag die set, thin cut set from Close to My Heart on that one. And I cut out, it's kind of like a tab. I think it's called tags and tabs. Yeah, tags and tabs. I cut out the tab. That was left over from where I sponged that saffron ink. So I just used that ink to get myself some yellow paper. Now I did put it over to the side, but after the video stops and before I take photos, you will see that I did sneak it back in there. I wanted some more of that yellow because, you know, that's what I did my title in. So I didn't think it would hurt anything to have a little extra. You did see I pulled out a couple pieces up there at the top. There is a word strip. It says Happy Day. Now when I go and start gluing some stuff down, I am going to lose some video footage on this, but it's okay. Everything pretty much stays where it's at for the most part, and until we come back and I'll start changing things up a little bit. Now I did pull out one of those flowers, see that light blue flower, but I thought it competed a little too much with that green. I was going to put it over by the green, and I don't know, I just didn't like it there. I do like that stitched flower. Again, that was with a stitched flower thin cut from Close to My Heart. They aren't available anymore, but I do like that die, and I do like to use it, and will continue to use it. So this flower I am going to be popping up on some foam tape, and I'm going to go ahead and slip the gold underneath over on the left hand side. I will change my mind. I was going to put that Happy Day up at the top, but I'm going to end up running that vertically as well up alongside that photo. So I do have that vertical movement mimicked twice. So here's where I decide I'm going to do another strip over on the other side. I do use that floral paper. It's just a little 1/2 inch strip, and I'm going to go ahead and put down these flowers right here. Now the yellow one I did just lay flat using my ATG gun, and this pink one I'm going to pop up on some foam tape. The pattern paper I fussy cut this out of, it also had this yellow, the pink, and also a turquoise. Ideally, I would have liked to had 3 colors of the flowers, but the turquoise did not match my original flower paper that I pulled out from my scrap bin, so we didn't end up going that way. All right, I am going to finish this layout off using some of the gold glitter gems, also by Close to My Heart. I will have my link down below if you want to pick up any of these essentials from Close to My Heart. I would suggest the gold glitter gems and the foam tape or foam dots because those are my latest obsessions. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.